Okay, everybody, it's Rob here. I know I've promised oil change videos for all season. I came up short, so my apologies for those that have been asking for weeks and weeks and months. So today's the day. So, a few things before we get started. I'm going to change the oil today with the boat on the trailer. So there's a couple things you got to kind of think about. Specifically, is the boat level? When the boat's level, you'll be able to get that oil in there. So, going to get a level. Use my handy dandy level here. You could use any level. I recommend something that's at least 3 feet. That way you can get a good gauge on if it's going to be level or not. I've already checked it, so I'm good, but I'll go through the motion here and show you. So here's my trailer. Put the the level right there. And you can kind of see that's pretty damn close. You're not going to get much better than that. So we'll go back, make sure everything is all the way around. Yup. And we'll come around here, check on this side. In theory, everything should be perfect, but we'll try all the different spots. That one looks a little off, but hey, good enough for government work, right? So now we'll try to check this one. That's good enough for government work for me. So, all right. So, boat's level. At least 99% level. All the way around. So, next up, get in the boat and start getting stuff going. And I'll pick it up when I get back in there. Okay, I'm back. Now, I'm in the boat. Forgive me on this camera. I know I've said before I'm not a pro at this stuff. So, all right. So here we go. Oil. A lot of arguments about oil. What kind to use? Blah 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 blah. Yamaha is always going to say, use the Yamaha lube, and it's only thousands of dollars a quart when you buy it from them. So no, I use Walmart stuff. Well, not Walmart brand, but I use GTX. Castrol. High mileage, I don't care what anybody says. Just because it says high mileage, it's got other conditioners in there. So if it's got extra conditioners in there, to me, then that's great for a new engine. And frankly, I just don't put that much thought into it. Oil's oil. I use a part synthetic. No particular reason why, other than this was a great deal. But a lot of people will say once you use synthetic, you got to stay with it. I don't know the truth behind that, but I'll stick with it just so I don't screw something up. So that's my oil. Today, I'm not going to change my oil filter. I check my oil regularly, and the oil that's in there is still pretty clean. So I'm not going to spend the extra 60, 70 bucks on filters. Because the oil's still clean. It's not burn up, so it's good. A lot of people may argue with me. Oh well, I'm not going to do it because I just don't feel that it needs it, because the oil's just not burning shit up. So, moving on, getting the oil out of the boat. A lot of people just don't get it. I didn't get it for a long time until I actually went to a dealership. And I asked if I could watch how they do it. And so, here's the secret. This right here. This is my Jabsco oil changer system. I bought it on Amazon. It was like $120. Complete ripoff for what it is. But I'm going to tell you, it's great. There's the model number. In case anybody wants to get the same kind, but there's a shit ton out there. Comes in a box like that. No big deal. And so that's what I do. So comes with a fancy dancy hose with an end on it. Put that in there, and then you just pinch it. Oh, I can't do it with one hand. Hang on, let me set this shit down. Sorry, it's going to be a shitty angle, but I need 2 hands. So you push that in, locks in, and then you lock it in there. Case closed. So the oil comes in here, down into the bucket, stores it for you. Easy access right here. So you can take it to an auto parts store and recycle it. Easy dump out. Now, the other end, if you can see it against that, there you go. The other end is just a silly old freaking little tube. That's it. Now, oil is what it is. It's thick. It's gooey, nasty stuff. But like anything else, when it gets hot, it flows better. So the trick here is to run the motors for about 4 or 5 minutes. I don't use water because I'm not going to get it hot enough to where the sensors are going to start blaring for an overheated engine. All you want to do is just get that oil warm. And this tube goes right down your dipstick tube. So you take your dipstick out, and then you run that tube down there until it can't move anymore. Okay? Now, how many quarts of oil? Well, your handy dandy operator's manual. On mine, anyway, for the 2012, it's on a page that covers specifications, blah, 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 blah. Way down there at the end, it says oil tank capacity, 1.1 gallons, and, well, that translates to 4.3 liters. So, I think that comes out to like 4 quarts or some shit like that. I don't know. So, that's how much oil you need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up my engines. I'm going to get them warm, and then I'll come back in. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I got engine warm. It's about 3.5, 4 minutes or so. The engine's going to get hot, but what you do is you kind of pull the dipstick out, you know, feel the oil. It doesn't have to be like, it could be like piss warm, if, you know, hope I don't offend anybody with my language, but be like pee warm, that's fine. Just enough to loosen up the molecules in that oil so it can flow easier. So here we go. So you get your dipstick tube. Oh, there it is. Okay, put it in there, and then you just start running it down. And you'll feel it. It'll bottom out. Okay? It's down in there. Okay, let it sit. Now this thing plugs up to the battery. You can see, just connects right to the battery. And so you just turn it on. It takes a second to prime itself, and oh shit, here you go. And here it comes. And that's it, man. That's how you get that oil out of there. You can see it's coming right out of that little deal. You can feel this hose. You know, it's a little warm, not much. But it just starts sucking that stuff out of there. So that way, with this clear hose, you'll be able to see when you're pretty much going to get this oil out of there. Now, keep in mind, I know the manual says like 4.3 liters. You know, these things here, these are 4.7. Okay, you're not going to get every drop of oil out of these things. So, in my opinion, you put 4 quarts in there, you're good. That's just me. 4 liters. However you want to do it. This is the mechanism that I use. I bought this at Walmart, like $6. It's got a big long hose on it. You can see that. Okay, and it's got all the measurements. You know, quarts up there at the top, or on the other side, it's liters. Whatever you want to do. So I use quarts. And that's it. So always remember, you try to put exactly what the book says. You have a possibility of overflowing or getting too much oil in there just a little bit. So if you want my honest opinion, and what I do, I put 4 quarts and I call it a day, because I know there's going to be some in there. Once it settles, it'll be really close to 4.3. So that's just what I do. So, alright, I'm going to pause this for a minute until we're done, and I'll show you where we go from here.